I'm still,
Okay.
yeah, I'm still independent artist right now.
My first time getting these bitches while I'm alive, you hear me? I gotta give it to you while you here. Man, you know we flying high together. We was all dead, huh? I believe that.
Oh, and you know who I'm talking to. I got your last page deleted.
A lot of people, like, he was just rocking with me.
This situation between NoCap and NBA YoungBoy is turning into something way more serious than people realize. This isn't regular rap tension. This is personal, emotional, and rooted in years of real history that's finally boiling over. Two Southern artists with pride, talent, and nothing to back down from are now aiming at each other. And it's the type of clash that can get messy fast. When family-type ties start breaking apart, somebody always ends up feeling betrayed, and that's exactly the energy floating around right now. NBA YoungBoy jumped online and started trolling, saying he's too old to rap, right after NoCap dropped one of the sharpest subliminal lines people heard in a minute. That line hit like a quiet bomb, and the explosion it caused is what we're seeing unfold today. But before anybody picks a side, you gotta understand how this even started, because none of this came out of nowhere. This story goes back to when NoCap was just another hungry artist from Mobile, Alabama, grinding with his homie Rilo Rodriguez, trying to escape the struggle and get noticed in a city the industry barely looked at. They had a small wave growing, but nobody outside Alabama was paying close attention yet. That's what makes the next part so wild. NoCap was building connections with two major camps at the same time, something that rarely works out clean in this game. On one side, you had Lil Baby and 4PF showing him heavy love. Baby even put him on Dreams to Reality and told people he had both Rilo Rodriguez and NoCap signed.
Two artists that I signed, two of my artists.
Damn, you were not playing.
A little dude named Rilo and another one named NoCap. They actually hard.
That was huge for a new artist trying to rise up. But on the other side, NBA YoungBoy and 4KT were also pulling him in, offering something just as valuable: real support, real exposure, and a real platform that could launch him out of Alabama instantly. That's when NoCap made the decision that changed everything for him, both for better and worse. And once he picked YoungBoy's side, there was no going back. But according to NoCap, that whole deal with Lil Baby never actually went through the way the streets thought it did.
I guess at one point, Lil Baby signed you, or no?
Nah, I didn't sign a Lil Baby. I'm still,
okay.
Yeah, I'm still independent artist right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not, because there was something about you being Lil Baby's artist, but that's not true.
A lot of people, like, he was just rocking with me.
Baby was talking big, moving like everything was locked in, but when it came time for real paperwork, nothing showed up, leaving NoCap hanging with no official push behind him.
Why you troll Lil Baby, man?
Man, I ain't really nothing to talk about, man.
Did you get the record clear?
Somebody for Rilo?
Yeah.
I really ain't,
like
I ain't gonna lie, like really this last little album, I ain't really tried to. You get what I'm saying? Cause it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was what it is.
Meanwhile, the other lane was wide open because NBA YoungBoy and the whole 4KT camp were showing real support, not just talking. That's when NoCap made the choice that flipped his entire life, both good and bad at the same time. He chose YoungBoy over Baby, and that one move turned into a turning point that changed everything for him. At that moment, it looked like the cleanest decision possible for his career. Keeping it simple, NBA YoungBoy is the one who made NoCap famous. Before YoungBoy co-signed him, NoCap was just another talented rapper with potential, but not the spotlight. Once YoungBoy put him on Outta Here Safe, while NoCap was locked up back in 2019, everything shifted overnight.
You usually see if things ain't all moving together,
right,
they usually fall apart. Because, you know, sometimes what happens is when you're not around the team,
right,
it's getting
That track took off like wildfire, and suddenly NoCap's name was ringing everywhere in the country. YoungBoy didn't stop at one feature either. He brought NoCap straight into the Never Broke Again family like someone he wanted right beside him. YoungBoy placed him on multiple projects and showed him the type of respect that felt like real brother energy. When NoCap found himself beefing with Lil Baby and 4PF, YoungBoy and 4KT didn't hesitate to stand behind him. They moved like they were fully locked in with him for real. Then Cold Hearted Savage jumped online talking about banning NoCap from Atlanta and taking his jewelry, trying to spark a whole scene. And that's when YoungBoy's manager jumped straight into the comments defending him with no hesitation. Everything looked solid, at least on the surface. this was real family type love, or at least that's how it looked from the outside. NoCap was shining, his name was rising fast, and he had the protection of one of the strongest crews in hip-hop behind him. Everything looked smooth for him, almost too smooth. But this is where things started getting twisted, because there's a layer of street politics here that most people don't really understand. When you connect yourself to NBA YoungBoy, you're not just getting his support, you're automatically stepping into every conflict that comes with his name. And YoungBoy has tension with half the industry, which turns your regular career moves into dangerous tightrope moments. The first real crack in the bond showed up when folks started claiming NoCap was dissing Lil Durk, who is one of YoungBoy's biggest enemies. If NoCap had actually aimed at Durk, that would have lined up perfectly with the whole 4KT agenda, and everybody around YoungBoy would have cheered it on hard. But NoCap did something YoungBoy did not expect. He jumped online and cleared the whole situation up, saying he wasn't dissing Durk at all, and that they keep each other's names out their mouths. That move shocked people because NoCap wasn't playing into the expected narrative. He wasn't taking the bait, and he wasn't adding fuel to a fire he didn't start. From YoungBoy's point of view, this probably felt like a major sign of weakness, especially when he's the one who boosted NoCap's career in the first place. YoungBoy is built on loyalty, intensity, and standing on what you claim. So seeing his own artist publicly distancing himself from tension with his biggest enemy had to hit like a slap in the face. In YoungBoy's world, if you're family, then your enemies and your allies line up the same way. No explanations needed. So to see his artist move differently must have made things feel shaky in the camp fast. Fast forward to just a few weeks ago, and this is where the entire relationship really broke down. Somebody on Twitter told NoCap that he needed to drop more music with YoungBoy, probably thinking they were just hyping up collaborations. Most artists would have played it cool, said some generic line like "we got heat coming soon," and kept everything peaceful. But NoCap said something that pushed YoungBoy straight into a different zone. He told the fan that he wants to grow on his own, so nobody can say he's only successful because of YoungBoy. He said they'll link later for more music, but right now he's focused on building his own brand and proving himself without depending on anyone else. That statement hit like a lightning bolt. It wasn't disrespectful on the surface, but it carried a tone that YoungBoy wasn't ever going to let slide. Because to YoungBoy, everything he had done, the features, the exposure, the protection, the cosign, all of that was loyalty. And hearing NoCap talk about not wanting people to think he relied on him sounded like a rejection of everything he had built with him. NoCap might have been talking business, but YoungBoy heard something way deeper. And the wild part is this. NoCap basically said he didn't need YoungBoy anymore, and that hit like pure disrespect in YoungBoy's world. YoungBoy took that personal instantly, and he didn't waste a second letting everybody know how he felt about it. What happened next shocked everybody following the situation, because nobody expected YoungBoy to react this fast or this hard. He jumped straight onto the Never Broke Again Instagram account and lit NoCap up publicly in a way that had fans frozen in place. YoungBoy said, and this is the cleaned version, "You a worker type dude who follow orders? You ain't my brother, you pay me?" That's ice cold energy from somebody who once treated NoCap like family. And seeing it blasted in front of the entire fan base made it feel even heavier. But YoungBoy wasn't even close to finished. He kept going with more heat that stunned people watching. He said they weren't doing music together anymore because they weren't cool like that. And he threw shots saying NoCap was broke and only asking for features because he wanted money from the situation. That type of talk hits different when it comes from someone who once opened every door for you. Then came the line that really set the internet on fire. YoungBoy said NoCap only connected with him because he was popping at the time. But when the tension with other rappers got serious, NoCap wouldn't even take a picture with Quando Rondo. YoungBoy basically accused him of being a fake friend who liked the perks, but didn't stand tall when things got dangerous. After that, YoungBoy went straight for the throat and didn't hold back at all. He brought up the moment NoCap cleared his name when people thought he was dissing Lil Durk, saying that move showed fear and proved he wasn't built for the kind of loyalty YoungBoy expects from the people around him. YoungBoy said, again clean for safety, "You the same kid who had to clear your name when the internet claimed you were dissing, calling him out for trying to stay neutral in a war YoungBoy expected him to stand in without hesitation." That comment alone had the whole internet gasping because it exposed how deep YoungBoy took that moment. But then came the part that crossed from industry tension into straight personal violation. YoungBoy said something so inappropriate that it can't even be repeated word for word here. But let's just say it was aimed at humiliating NoCap in the worst way possible. When someone starts talking like that, it's no longer business. That's personal heat with no breaks at all. Once YoungBoy crossed that line, everybody watching knew the relationship was done for real, because that level of disrespect is something you can't ever return from. NoCap tried to clap back and defend himself by saying he held things down for NBA YoungBoy for 3 years and always showed support. But compared to the heavy shots YoungBoy was firing, his response came off soft to the people watching. The timing, the energy, the pressure, all of it made NoCap look like he wasn't ready for the type of heat YoungBoy had already unleashed. Then it got even worse because the internet started digging like detectives, and they pulled up some old Facebook posts from NoCap that flipped the whole situation upside down. Back in 2017, before his career started rising, NoCap was actually throwing shade at YoungBoy, saying he couldn't listen to YoungBoy for more than 30 minutes, and even joking that if someone said YoungBoy was better than Kodak Black, he'd slap their mama, which now looks wild considering how close they became later. Once those posts resurfaced, the narrative shifted instantly, and people started claiming NoCap was acting like a hater who only teamed up with YoungBoy when it helped his career. That type of history explains exactly why YoungBoy reacted with so much emotion. In his eyes, it probably felt like betrayal from someone he boosted to the top. Fast forward to right now, and NoCap has been spiraling online, going at everybody who breathes in his direction like he's running out of patience. He's been arguing with his girlfriend Somalia Marie, calling out Chicago Heidi, and basically responding to anybody who mentions his name with full energy. He even said he's on his Thanksgiving break and got time for anybody who wants smoke today. But here's where this whole situation takes a crazy turn. The kind of turn that has people worried things could get dangerous if the wrong message gets taken the wrong way. Yesterday, NoCap dropped a tweet that sent shockwaves through the hip-hop world within minutes. He wrote, "If you 23 years old, 3 years from now, you will be an uncle or auntie in this new generation." That line sounds harmless to anybody who doesn't know the background, almost like he's just talking about how young people treat age these days. But when you look closer, the timing makes the message hit completely different. NBA YoungBoy just turned 26 last month. So when NoCap starts talking about 26-year-olds being uncles and aunties, he wasn't making a general statement. He was sending a direct shot at YoungBoy, using age as a slick diss about relevance, image, and status in this new generation. And YoungBoy caught that subliminal instantly because he does not miss anything that hints at disrespect. From that moment on, the tension jumped to a level that nobody expected. YoungBoy reacted fast and fired back by saying, "I got to put the mic up, dang," basically suggesting he's too old to be rapping, turning NoCap's tweet right back at him with the same energy. That one line made the whole situation feel even more tense, because it wasn't just a clapback, it was a statement meant to sting. Now let's break down why this moment pushed the tension into a dangerous emotional lane for both artists. This isn't the type of rap drama where people drop harmless diss tracks and laugh about it later. This feels like personal betrayal between two people who once treated each other like real family, and the emotions tied to that run deep. NoCap's message came off like he was calling YoungBoy washed up, like he was saying YoungBoy aged out of the spotlight, and that's the kind of disrespect that cuts straight through a person's pride. YoungBoy already showed he doesn't take disrespect lightly, especially when it comes from someone he helped lift up. And remember, YoungBoy had previously said some extremely inappropriate comments aimed at NoCap. Comments so far outside normal beef talk that you could tell the anger wasn't about music at all. That wasn't competitive tension, that was real hurt speaking. Both of these artists are from places where loyalty carries heavy weight, and when that loyalty feels broken, emotions explode fast. They both have strong teams behind them, strong personalities, and reputations built on standing firm. So when things get this messy, it becomes a storm waiting to break loose in the public eye. When you mix wounded pride, old tension, and a lot of people watching every move, it doesn't take long for the situation to turn into a full meltdown online. The disrespect flying back and forth only makes it worse, because once the words hit the internet, they stay there forever and everyone reacts instantly. The bigger picture is this: the industry can get toxic fast when real-life emotions get mixed with business expectations. YoungBoy gave NoCap a major platform, pushed his name to the world, and expected the same level of loyalty back. But when NoCap tried to create distance and grow his own brand independently, YoungBoy took it as the biggest betrayal he could imagine. What started as a clean partnership gradually turned into a clash of pride, pressure, and wounded trust. And now both sides feel like they're fighting for their name, their respect, and their place in the culture. Now you got two successful black men who could be stacking millions together, building a dynasty, and changing their whole family's futures. But instead, they're locked into a messy clash driven by ego, hurt feelings, and straight-up disrespect. It's the same type of storyline hip-hop has seen too many times, where pride takes over and opportunity gets thrown away. Both sides keep posting subliminals, throwing slick shots and talking wild on social media, and the energy keeps getting heavier by the day. The way they're moving right now, you can tell the pressure isn't going to stay online forever. This type of emotional tension always spills into real-world consequences for someone's career, reputation, or relationships. When personal disrespect mixes with frustration, things get unpredictable fast. NoCap is online crashing out, acting like he doesn't care about the fallout, and letting his emotions lead every move he makes. That kind of energy can end up damaging everything he built if he keeps moving without strategy. On the other hand, NBA YoungBoy has never been someone who backs down when he feels challenged. He's already shown he's willing to use words that hit deep, and when he feels betrayed, he doesn't soften anything. He goes straight for the most emotional pressure point he can find. That's a dangerous mindset for anyone trying to protect their brand. Both artists have people around them who support their every move, hype up the confrontation, and push the narrative instead of calming it down. And both are in positions where backing down could make them feel like their credibility is being questioned, which only adds more fuel to the tension. The streets are watching every post. Fans are choosing sides like it's a championship game. And the energy keeps rising with every new message that gets dropped. This isn't small drama anymore. It's a full cultural moment, and everybody can feel something big building in the background. This situation is getting risky not because of physical danger, but because careers can collapse, brands can crumble, partnerships can end, and legacies can get stained forever if the wrong decision gets made in the heat of the moment. Loss doesn't always come from violence. Sometimes it comes from losing everything you worked for. Both of these men stand on the edge of something that could change their future forever, and hopefully they realize the magnitude of what they're risking before things spiral even deeper. The story is still unfolding. The tension is still rising, and the consequences waiting on the other side could be massive for one or both of them. At the end of the day, this whole clash between NoCap and NBA YoungBoy is more than rap tension. It's a full breakdown of loyalty, pride, and everything that once held them together. The internet sees the jokes, the memes, the subliminals, but behind the screens you can feel the heartbreak, the frustration, and the weight of two artists who lost something bigger than a feature or a cosign. Careers can survive beef, but trust, once it snaps, there's no easy way to rebuild it, and that's the part that hits the hardest. Two men who could have dominated the charts together are now watching the bond turn into smoke right in front of the world, and every new post makes the crack even deeper. The fans are loud, the streets are buzzing, and the storyline just keeps twisting, which means this saga is nowhere near finished. If you want the raw truth, the real breakdowns, and every fresh update the second it drops, lock in with BarzBuzz, because that's where the full story unfolds with zero filters. If this saga had you shook, wait till you see what's next. You already know what it is. BarzBuzz got the real, raw, and unfiltered breakdowns. So don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment, and share this with someone who needs to catch up.